Dear students of Business Studies Group, Assalamu alaikum. Today I will discuss about the creative question of financial statement for the subject of accounting. Dear students, we are going to carry the chapter of financial statement. I have already completed the 5 lectures for this chapter. Today I will discuss about the new creative question for this chapter. This is the lecture number 6. This is conducted by Mahmood Sain, Senior Lecturer in Department of Accounting, English Medium Morning Shift, Rajakutra Model College, Dhaka. This class is applicable for 9 business studies, 10 business studies and 11 business studies also. Now you can see in the next slide today's creative questions stem. Creative question number 5. The following information are available as at 31st December 2019 of XY traders. In left side, that is debit item, and in credit side, that is right side. And debit side, all items, assets and expenses, and contra income or contra liability. In right side, that is credit side, all income, all capital, all liabilities, and contra asset. Dear students, I think you have taken your accounting practice copy for writing this question for solving. At first, we have to discuss this trial balance for each item. What would be done for preparing a creative question for financial statement? Okay, cash at bank. This amount is treated as current assets in statement of financial position. Machinery, it's one kind of fixed asset. It is shown in fixed asset under statement of financial position. Uncollectible debt, that is bad debt expense, it is shown in operating expenses under statement of comprehensive income. Prepaid rent, that is indicated as current assets in statement of financial position. Trade expenses and office expenses. When trade expenses and office expenses are available in a trial balance, then trade expenses is indicated as direct expenses, that is in cost of goods sold statement, and office expenses to be shown in operating expenses. Rent 10 month 8,500, that is 10 rent paid for 10 months, that is taka 8,500. So 2 months due for rent at this moment. 2 months rent due, that is 8,500 divided by 10 into 2, that is taka 1,700, to be added with the rent amount of taka 8,500, and 1,700 to be shown in current liability. Wages and salary, this item is indicated as direct expenses to be shown in cost of goods sold statement, because wages, this expenses is starting with the name of wages, salary and last. But when salary, this expenses is starting with the salary, then it is to be indicated as operating expenses. But at this moment, wages and salary is to be shown in direct expenses. Opening stock, the first item of cost of goods sold statement. Sundry debtors, that is accounts receivable, it is indicated as current assets or short-term asset in statement of financial position. Purchase, one kind of expenditure to be shown in cost of goods sold statement. This is the biggest expenditure of any business. Income tax. It is indicated as drawings to be deducted from the total amount of capital in equity statement. Deferred advertisement. Taka 32,000. It is indicated as fictitious asset to be shown in statement of financial position. Return from customer, that is sales return. It is indicated as contra revenue, so it is deducted from the total amount of sales in income statement. Total of debit side is Taka 9 lakh is written here. Now we can go in right side, that is credit side, reserve fund. It is the part of profit, so it is to be shown in equity statement and to be added with the amount of capital. Bad debt reserve, it is contra expenses to be shown in operating expenses from deducting the amount of bad debt. Rent payable, it is one kind of current liability, that is short-term liability. It is shown in current liability in statement of financial position. Sundry creditors, that is accounts payable. It is a short-term liability to be shown in statement of financial position. Sales, this is the biggest incomes for any business, so it is to be shown in statement of comprehensive income. Source tax, that is current liability, is the newly applied for this chapter. Source tax, one kind of current liability for any business. It is indicated as short-term liability to be shown in statement of financial position. Commission is credit, that is commission received. It is non-operating income, that is other income, to be shown in statement of comprehensive income. Return to supplier, that is purchase return. Purchase return, one kind of contra expenses. It is deducted from the total amount of purchase in cost of goods sold amount. 15% bond. 15% bond, that is long-term liability, but 15% is to be charged for interest for 6 months. That is 1719 bond is taken. So 2,80,000 into 15% into 6 by 12, that is Taka 21,000 is interest on bond to be shown in other expenses and also to be shown in current liability. Capital, this is the amount of opening capital to be shown in statement of equity. This is the first item of equity. Total of credit side is now Taka 9 lakh. The students have already discussed each item of trial balance, where to be shown and how to show it. Now we can go for adjustment discussion. Closing stock valued Taka 55,000 and it includes unused stationery Taka 5,000. So net closing stock is Taka 50,000. Net closing stock to be shown in cost of goods sold statement and current assets. And unused stationery, this amount is to be deducted from the amount of stationery in operating expenses. If stationery is not available, then it is deducted from the office expenses or general expenses in operating expenses. Another posting to be shown in current assets in statement of financial position for unused stationery Taka 5,000. Dear students, second adjustment is total bad debt Taka 5,000. We can see in the trial balance amount of uncollectible debt Taka 3,500, but total of bad debt Taka 5,000. So at this moment new bad debt Taka 1,500. Uncollectible debt given in trial balance, there is the left side, third item 3,500, and new bad debt or new uncollectible debt 1,500. Total of amount bad debt Taka 5,000. Second information is given, bad debt reserve increased by Taka 1,500. For increasing this amount, we have to go to trial balance to see bad debt reserve is credit side Taka 4,000. So new bad debt reserve is 4,000 plus 1,500 is equal to 5,500. So new bad debt reserve is Taka 5,500. Dear learners, each adjustment at least to be shown in 2 times for any statement, either income statement or owner's equity or financial position. Next one is income tax paid by check, which unrecorded taka 6,000. Income tax indicated as drawing, so it is unrecorded by check. So income tax is to be shown in owner's security statement by deduction item, and by check, that is bank decrease. So this amount is to be deducted from the amount of cash at bank or bank account in current assets. 1/4 of that deferred advertisement to be written off in trial balance. In trial balance, deferred advertisement is taka 34,000, but 1/4 of deferred advertisement is to be written off. So 1/4 of 32,000 is equal to taka 8,000 to be shown in current in operating expenses in income statement, and taka 8,000 is to be deducted from the total amount of deferred advertisement in fictitious asset. Dear learners, next one is withdraw from bank taka 10,000 not written in books. This entry is to be shown in 2 items, cash and bank. Cash is increased and bank is decreased. So this amount is to be added with the cash and to be decreased from the bank balance. Loan taken from trust bank taka 1,000 not recorded. For this entry, 2 treatments are available. Loan taken from trust bank, at first you have to add it the amount of 1 lakh to bank balance, and loan account is created for long-term liability taka 1 lakh is to be shown in statement of financial position. Dear learners, from the trial balance and adjustment, you have to complete the 3 requirements. Requirement A, determine the net amount of bank balance, that is, prepare a bank account. Requirement B, determine the gross profit or loss of business. Requirement C, determine the net profit or loss of business. Dear students, I think you have written the questions, that is trial balance and adjustment, for completing the 3 requirements. Requirement A, B and C. Now we can go for solving the creative question for requirement A. Requirement A, the net amount of bank is determined below using bank account, that is ledger moving balance format. Dear learners, at first you have to see in trial balance, bank balance, that is balance BD taka 75,000 from trial balance is written in debit balance, and from adjustment, that is income tax paid by check. So in this transaction, drawings account debit, bank account credit. So bank is credited for this transaction. The opposite account of drawing is to be written in account title column, and taka 6,000 is credited. So at this moment balance is taka 75,000 minus 6,000 equal to debit balance of taka 69,000. Another adjustment is given, withdraw from bank for a business or for office. In this transaction, cash account debit, bank account credit. For this transaction, bank account also credit. So 10,000 is credited, opposite account is cash, is written in account title, and taka credit 10,000 is credited. At this moment, 69,000 minus 10,000 is equal to taka 59,000 for debit balance. Another transaction, loan taken from trust bank. For this entry, bank balance is increased and loan increased. So bank balance increased for loan, so account title column is written for loan account, that is opposite account of bank. Written in debit side or debit taka 1 lakh. So available balance of taka debit 59,000 and available no new posting is debit 1 lakh. So both items are added 59 plus 1 lakh is equal to 1,59,000 of debit balance for bank account. Dear learners, I think you have understood the net amount of bank, how to calculate it, or you can use this format for moving balance format on bank account. Now we can go for solving the requirement B. The amount of gross profit or loss is determined below using statement of comprehensive income partial. That is, you have to calculate the gross profit or loss. So this is the partial income statement. Okay, you can start with the amount of sales for income statement. Sales amount taka 2,07,000 in middle column, and then less return from customer from trial balance in left side. This is the last item, 27,000. 2,07,000 minus 27,000 is equal to taka 2 lakh in outer column for net sales. And then for finding out the gross profit, you can deduct the amount of cost of goods sold from that net sales. So cost of goods sold, this is the first item. The of closing stock is opening stock. First item of cost of goods sold is opening stock. It is written from trial balance taka 35,000 in middle column. Add net purchase. Net purchase, that is purchase amount 1,15,000. With that, not at all, you can cut it. Purchase amount 1,15,000 less return to suppliers, that is return to money, purchase return. So this amount is to be deducted. Total amount of purchase 1,15,000 minus 15,000 is equal to taka 1 lakh. Add direct expenses. Dear students, two items are available in this creative question for direct expenses. Trade expenses, taka 7,000 is written in middle column. Wages and salary, taka 15,500 is written in middle column. Total amount of cost, that is 1,57,500, but less closing stock, then non-sold goods to be deducted from this total amount, taka 50,000. So 1,57,500 minus 50,000 is equal to taka 107,500. So gross profit is taka 92,500. For this system or for creative question, I repeat again, gross profit is taka 92,500. Now we can go for solving the requirement C for finding out the net profit or loss. Dear students, you have to write in a hurry. For requirement B, gross profit or loss. Now we can go for requirement C. I think you have completed the requirement B. In next slide or in next content, you will see requirement. The amount of net profit or loss is determined below using statement of comprehensive income, that is partial. Gross profit from B, 92,500. We can take it from requirement in 92,500 less operating cost or operating expenses. In this math, first item is uncollectible debt expense, that is bad debt expense. In adjustment, total of bad debt is taka 5,000, and in bad debt in provision increased by 1,500. So 5,000 plus 5,500 minus, in all time, old allowance for bad debt is to be deducted from the total amount. So at this moment, net uncollectible debt expense taka 6,500. Office expenses from trial balance taka 22,000. Less unused stationery, as there is no available of stationery, so unused stationery is to be deducted from the office expenses 5,000. At this moment, net office expenses taka 17,000 is written in middle column. Rent from trial branch taka 8,500, ad due for 2 months, that is taka 1,700. Total amount of rent taka 10,200. Advertisement written off, that is from adjustment 1/4, that is taka 8,000. 1/4 of 32,000, that is the amount of taka 8,000 is written in operating expenses. So at this moment, total amount of operating expenses is taka 41,700. After deducting operating expenses from the gross profit, we can find out the operating profit, that is taka 50,800. Add other incomes, only one item is available, commission received taka 3,000, and middle column at first, and then you can go in outer column. Less other expenses, one item is available, that is interest on bond long term liability, but bond interest is current liability, and other expenses for taka 21,000 is written in middle column, and then to outer column. At this moment, net profit of business, not before tax, net profit for business taka 32,800. Dear students of business studies group, I have completed this creative question for the chapter of financial statement. This is the main fact or main essential, compulsory or very important chapter for accounting. I think you have completed the 3 requirements, requirement A, B and C. Dear learners, thanks for being today for this chapter. Allah Hafiz.